This video is brought to you by the MTG Tutor, where good players get better.
Alright guys, we are back, and we're going to play the second round, and we're playing against Luxu, I think that's his name. An interesting thing to point out here, actually, is the avatar of the player we're playing against is Krenko, and to have this avatar, you need to have made it to the release event championship of M13. So we know that this player has either traded for that avatar from somebody who didn't need it, or they made it there. And if they made it there, they're probably not that bad. They play a lot. This isn't their first rodeo. Another interesting thing to point out is that they're playing 41 cards. So either they know better than everyone else, they know something that we don't know, or they're not good, and they couldn't bring it down to 40. They just didn't have it in them. We're not getting a lot of action in terms of, like, an island there would have been just so perfect with the scroll thief, then we could attack this turn, and instead we have this situation, this junky situation. We're not too worried about the ring because we can always turn to slag whatever's equipped. Smash that ring. The slowest way to get mana in the world just showed up. Like, how much worse is Gem of Becoming than Divination? Terrible. Well, I mean, I guess it's not that much worse because we could cast Gem of Becoming and we couldn't cast Divination, so... Touche, world. Okay. This is a problem. 6-2 trample, regenerating. That's a serious issue. See, if only it didn't regenerate, we could smash it with that Searing Sphere. So we're going to use the Gem of Becoming right now, because we want to play a land. Even though it means we're going to have to discard, that's fine. There's plenty of garbage to discard here. We don't need an extra mountain, so... But we definitely need an island, so we're going to play that island. And we're probably going to discard a mountain and 2 other cards. Ugh, terrible. I don't think we're going to need to draw, so Divination doesn't seem great. And we're definitely not going to need that. Switcheroo is kind of good because we can switch the Baloth or something, but we need a creature to switch it with. That seems like it's kind of far away from us, for us. It's tough. This is a tough decision. Gotta go with the Scroll Thief. This Baloth's gonna make short work of us. Yep. That happened. And it's Gorgon time. So at least we can get rid of the ring and the Baloth, but now we're going to be facing a Gorgon beatdown. And the Gorgon still has trample, and I don't think... I mean, I guess we can switcheroo it, but that just seems like that's not going to happen soon enough. It's still... We still have to get rid of that 6-2 trampler, so... This has to happen. It's really our only chance. He's tapped out, so he can't regenerate. It's like... What we were waiting for had he not played Gorgon. Yep, what a Rancor! How did he get that back from his graveyard? Oh jeez. And it smashes up with tramply Medusa-like damage. Right into our face. And you know what? It's the money. The face is where we get why we get the big bucks. So we need to keep that in pristine condition. Oh, look who it is! How did he get that back from the graveyard too? Alright, if we had double blue, we could keep that Gorgon tap down, and that would be sick. We'd be able to Searing Spear the Baloth and prevent that and kill that, or untap. Sorry, keep the Gorgon tapped and kill the Baloth, and that would be great. However, we're in a situation now where that Gorgon's going to trample over for 3 damage, no matter if we play the Fog Bank or the Boar. So we're dead. And if we play the Fog Bank and the Boar, we just take the damage from the Baloth, right? So, like, there's nothing we can do. Both of them have trample. We can play Fog Bank and Searing Spear, Boar, or, like, I mean, there's no combination of cards that let us survive this turn, even though we have every great card in our deck in our hand. So that's the game. So that is the game. But again, I'm still trying to work it out, just in case I'm missing something. Because it seems like there's something I could do, right? Seems like it. But there's not. So even though I'm like dead next turn, I still play with the Fog Bank because my opponent can play incorrectly. And now we're definitely dead. So we know he's main decking a Vile Rebirth. That's, I guess, some additional information that we got. Now we're going to concede the game. We're not going to show him Searing Spear. There's no point. His start wasn't even that fast. Just saying. Just saying. Maybe another Incrust. I should definitely be playing 2 Incrusts. Gem Begumming is terrible. I don't know what I'd take out. Maybe the Fire Elemental for the second Incrust. I don't know. What would you do, YouTube? What would you do? So, there's been a lot of talk, a lot of speculation about what happened to Mr. Lubufu, and did our opponent board into 42 cards? Weird. Okay, so Mr. Lubufu got sick and wasn't able to produce the videos. mtgnoob, he declined being part of the finals, and the mtgnoob asked if I wanted to step in, and I thought, what better person to represent Mr. Lubufu in his absence than his good friend from Canada and a fellow YouTuber. So I said, I would gladly step in and do this again, because I had so much fun doing it the first time. Now, some other people have been saying that it's a little fishy that Mr. Lubufu got sick, because we had just done a trade and I had just been eliminated. So did I send him some sort of illness in the mail? Did I maybe spike his mail with something? And really the only thing I could say to that is yes I did. I actually threw some pneumonia in that envelope, and I got him really ill, so that to the healthy go the spoils. That's what happened for me. So this game is going really well. We get to play a bunch of really aggressive dudes, and fingers crossed, maybe land a hit-in with a Scroll Thief if he doesn't play one of those 4/2 trampling Baloths again. Divination's a pretty good card. It's a pretty good card. Yep. Scroll Thief's not going anywhere. Oh, Scroll Thief. rather it be a goblin arsonist at this point. Is he gonna pump up the gems? Yep. Pump up the spiders. Oh yeah. More of that, please. What am I doing? Play the boar. Not the divination. Don't be stupid, stupid. Alright. Whatever. I should probably be attacking with the Wilkin turn as well. I think that... Oh, no, no. Of course not. He pumped up the spider, not the bond beetle. Good play, Milo from the past. Well done. Man, if I only had Milo from the past skills, be able to call this match properly. Alright, who's coming on? Who's coming on board? Gilded Lotus. I think Gilded Lotus is a bit of a trap in this format, unless you have, like, Stormtide Leviathan or something. Unless you have the Bee's Knees sort of bomby 10-mana spell, I don't think Gilded Lotus is very good. Because most of the best card, like, as high as you want your curve to go is usually 6. And that's if you get a rare, or maybe a Vastwood Gorger makes the cut. That's probably about as high as many lands as you need to run a decent deck in this format. So things are looking good. We're probably going to put our other creature enchantment on the boar. Oh, it's the old switcheroo. Touché. Maybe we can draw our switcheroo and switcheroo them back. That would be cool. Yeah, so I think... our options here are to just attack with the boar for 5. Or to cast Sleep and attack for 6, bring him to 1. And then he doesn't get to draw the card from the Scroll Thief. But Sleep will win us the game next turn no matter what. As long as we have one of the Wilkin turn or the boar in play. And if we cast the Volcanic Strength this turn, we could also play a Scroll Thief, which would make the Sleep lethal even if he deals with the Wilkin turn and the boar. It's tough. It's a tough decision. I think Sleep now, preventing him from drawing a card, really holds him back, and he still has to deal with everything, no matter what. He still has to deal with it all. Plus, we still have tons of gas. I think Sleep's probably the best bet. Prevent him from drawing. So that's what we're going to do. Switcheroo, I feel like, I don't know, let me know if you guys are with me on this one. Have you felt like when your opponent plays Switcheroo, it's a bomb, and when you play Switcheroo, you're just like, it's just not as good? I forgot that the Bond Beetle didn't have a counter, so my math was terrible. Okay, but yes, it's still fine attack. Because now he has to deal with the Wilkin turn and the boar. And he doesn't, so we're going to game 3. An exciting, thrilling game 3. A game 3 that you'll be able to tell your grandchildren about. You'll be like, Billy, Sally, come around the old fireplace. I got a tale to tell you about a round 3. Make sure that you bring your socks, because I'm about to rock them. And then you tell them about this epic game 3, and they'll be like, what's magic? Is that anything like Yu-Gi-Oh, which is still around and we play and love? And then you'll be like, screw Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, enough of that. Why isn't that other encrust coming in? Throw in that other encrust! Oh boy. Well, you know, Milo from the past is better than Milo from the future, so I'll just trust him on this one. That public execution has just been a bomb this entire time, as is the Sphinx of Athun, just been sick every time we draw him. It's just been a nutty card. Alright, let's play it out. So we got 2 mana and a Searing Spear, and then a late game. But we're on the draw. So, and it wasn't a mistake. Our opponent kept the 42 cards. That was on purpose. That was meant to do that. That was something that had to get done. Double Swamp. End of turn. I don't know, nothing. Nothing costs Double Swamp. It's an instant. Oh, and here we go. We have a Goblin Piker in our deck. Excellent. Good show. So, this is okay. We're going to throw that Searing Spear on him. See if he's got a murder. No murder. Or maybe he still has the murder. Just slow rolling us. Alright. Look at that. We're in it. In it to win it. And I believe that the swamps are not the land he was looking for. And now we have a Sleep and a Searing Spear, and our opponent's at 12. So we're thinking that maybe this Goblin Piker is not the worst thing in the world. I was almost going to Searing Spear that ghoul, forgetting that it can't block. And now we have a Primal Clay. The question is, what do we make it, a 2/2 flyer or a 3/3 Centaur Courser? Something with evasion? Yeah, I think something with evasion. Just in case things don't go our way. So, sometimes your opponent gets land screwed. I think 50% of the time that you play Magic, someone just either gets super unfair draw, like just curves out and is sick, or one person gets mana screwed or something. It's just not a real game, I think, 50% of the time. And then the other 50% of the time, either somebody makes a play error or it's a really good game. And that's it for us. Alright, moving over to the final round in this So You Think You Can Cast draft. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.